Hello, Popdust Lands, Facebook people. We have with us Maggie Rose today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
It's good to be here.
Popdust is very lucky today because we have quite a talent. I just was listening to Smooth, which is actually my favorite. It's you and Smooth are excellent.
It's your theme song.
Yes.
You're smooth.
Well, I try to be smooth.
We all try to be smooth.
Not-
And that song hopefully will help us all get there.
Did it help you to become more smooth?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I subscribe to the idea of fake it till you make it, and I wrote it with two of my really good friends, and we actually had the session scheduled for the following day, and we had two songs ready that we knew we wanted to record, and we wrote that one the afternoon before. And it was just like this
Wow.
train that was not going to stop, so I brought it in front of this incredible band that I made this record with, and I could tell that they all really loved it too, so I feel like we all got into the groove because of the song.
Yeah, you were very connected, and I was very impressed by the fact of how you guys recorded this all in one take, practiced. Your band is incredible, by the way. I was blown away by
I'm
it.
very lucky. I have a wonderful band, and what makes me even luckier is that it's comprised of a lot of my best friends who I've been in Nashville with for the last 10 years, which is a luxury that a lot of artists don't get to, make a record in this way at all, let alone make it with people that they love and trust. And I know everyone's got their distinct styles. Tom played on this record. He's an amazing singer as well.
Awesome.
And Austin helped me orchestrate this whole idea. He's on my management, but he's also an amazing drummer. So when he's on the road with me, he plays this thing right here.
That cajon is pretty cool.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, very
And
nice.
he's making sure we're on Facebook.
He's like,
He's making sure we're on
don't get too
Facebook
close.
Live right now. He's sharing with all my followers to tune in with us right now. But yeah, it was magical. And you think that a lot of friends, after taking on a challenge like that, might not be as close after because it was hard, but it actually brought us together. And I knew that we weren't going to veer off course because it wasn't just as talented as they are. It wasn't Nashville session cats who could just kind of adapt to whomever. They had their own style, and that's exactly what I wanted for the record. I will play this song. It's called "It's You," and we just put it out. It nods to the people who influenced the way I made this record, like Aretha.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Etta James, who cut her record in Nashville the same way, and Bonnie Raitt and Linda Ronstadt, and that soulful sound. And "It's You" was written really to give me and my band a chance to deliver a song with that kind of vibe.
Your voice, I had to adjust because of the power coming
I'm sorry.
from...
Oh, I was like, I should have given you the top volume. And my disclaimer before these shows the last couple of days has been like, this show is brought to you by Flonase and Zyrtec, because we've been traveling all over this beautiful country, and there's lots of crazy plants out there.
Yeah, this time of year.
Like the M. Night Shyamalan movie where the plants kill us all, except it's not mentally, it's just through our sinuses.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
Honestly, I don't think M. Night Shyamalan could imagine.
Remember The Happening where
Yeah.
plants end up killing us
Yes.
because it's like his environmental message, but actually it's his real life. Pollen, crazy things happen.
Do you ever get influenced by movies? I always find that
All
I
the
always like
time.
to-
Yeah,
Any
I
movies
think
that influenced you?
musically, I mean, I love That Thing You Do, the Oneaters.
Oh, right. You gotta drop that.
I mean, and I don't know that that's influenced me musically, but from just a perspective standpoint, as someone in the industry, it's kind of funny to watch that movie, and it's fictional, but they rocket to stardom, and some people lose their heads, some people are in it for the right reasons, and I've been doing this for such a long time. I mean, I don't want to put a time on it, 10 years plus. And it's because I love it, and it's just what I'm going to do regardless of any, exterior circumstances. I love making music.
It chose you,
it's my
right?
vocation. Like, it really is. It's all that we are propelled forward by our love of music, and we get to meet great people and connect and hear stories about how it connects with people, and that's kind of the dream gig.
Well, absolutely. Well, why don't we talk about like how you began this dream gig? How did you get started?
I was 19 years old when I moved to Nashville, and I got a record deal through actually a New York connection. A guy named Tommy Mottola was a liaison.
Are you kidding? You know Tommy?
Yes,
Wow.
I do, yeah. So he introduced me to one of my first producers that I made my debut record with, which is one of the first things that brought me to Popdust a few years ago.
That's wonderful.
And yeah, it was really cool. And I'm an East Coast girl originally, so I grew up in the DC area and always sang around my community. But I think if you want to be a player, you got to get in the game. And I had to move to Nashville, and I left college when I got that opportunity of Clemson. And I became a small fish in a very big pond because the person serving you breakfast is going to be able to outplay, outsing, or outright you. And I think that was my baptism by fire moment in life, where I started to just absorb everything Nashville had to offer and tried to humble myself and be a sponge. And now I've become a better writer because of it, and I think you just have to put in your 10,000 hours. You behind a microphone and go play gigs and suck and make mistakes, and I've had plenty of opportunities to do that, and I found my sound through that.
That's wonderful. I mean, are there any influences you could name? I know you were talking about Etta James and Aretha Franklin, which obviously those powerhouse singers, I mean, my God, you just measure up.
Sonically, those are big influences, but I think there's a lot of personalities out there too that I love, like Debbie Harry's. Her reverence is awesome. The Beatles and their melodies are just, I'm not worthy. Like, I just listen to every song, every stage of their career, and that's something that they consistently serve up. You know, an artist like Pink, she's like a modern day rock star, and she's so unapologetic, and I already used the word irreverent, obviously that's something I'm drawn to, but it's, you know, being yourself and not trying to emulate someone else, and I feel like when you are able to lead with that, then you're actually providing something to people that they can become inspired by.
Yeah, and I have to say, it's like a lot of musicians, it's like about connecting, right?
Right.
You know, I find that a common element that you're drawn to is something that people who share that same common element, you know, react to your music. And
Right.
that's a really wonderful way to bring people together. You know, Nashville, you're talking a little bit about that. These members, like, you know, people in the band, I read 11 piece band.
Right. At times 13.
Wow.
Because we had a background vocalist section. Some songs we had lap steel, some songs we didn't, but there was never less than, you know, 16 people in the room, because we also had a camera crew, because I wanted to document how we were doing this, because it's not necessarily, even though it is such a classic way of recording, it's not necessarily what you're hearing right now in modern day music, with more of the warm tones and some of the room mics bleeding through, and like all that drum sound that is kind of like that Bill Withers thing, but you don't really know why. I wanted to show them that, and I wanted to show them these characters, like Tom in the room. Also, this is Tom Maxwell and Austin Marshall, for anybody who I did not introduce you to in the beginning, but it was about the energy in the room, and like that's your one shot, the live thing. And you said one take earlier. We did do several takes,
Well,
and then
you know
we
what I
picked
mean,
our
like,
favorite all the way through.
Of course, yeah.
But we still didn't comp it together, and we wanted to
Right.
show
It wasn't like patched, you know, like clicking in or anything. You know, you did this all
like
together.
take this word from that take and this word, and then weave it together like some pretty perfect thing, which I've done before, and that's pop music, and I enjoy that. But this was not the time for that.
I'm really excited because to me, I felt like this is the way music should be going, because it's not just about talent and hey, you really did it. It's like it feels like it's less out of the box. Like you're in the room. I want to feel a part of the music, and that's what I really love about your recording, the video. By the way, you guys have to check out this amazing video of them performing these songs.
We did one for every song. So this LP that we have coming out in the fall will be 13 songs, and with that you'll have 13 videos as well, and 2 of the songs we recorded in the way so that the viewer can take their camera and look anywhere in the room.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Like those, you do the
It's a
the
360.
VR.
You could do the
Yeah.
VR thing, yeah.
You know who did that? And I actually had a Craig. You know Craig Waveman from Shutter to Think? I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
I don't, but I will look him up immediately when we're done.
Well, he did one of those videos with his family. He did the 3D.
Yeah.
Did you guys do it yourselves?
Well, we had a camera in the middle of the room that had like tons of lenses on it all the way around. So the videos that we do have are, we selected which focal points we wanted to have the viewer see. But for the 360, you can look over and see the BGVs like getting ready for their part coming up, and it's just totally in the room and unrehearsed and raw, and it's pretty awesome. I got to see it for the first time a couple weekends ago, and I happened to be up in Maryland with my family, and
Oh wow!
we
I
all
can
watched it
only
together
imagine.
and like, this is science, the future. Like, this is really cool. And I felt like I got to bring them there with me in one of these very special moments in my career where and they knew everyone in the room, and it was just cool, and I'm excited to invite people into the session that way.
Part of the reason that it worked so well is because the way we were set up was just
In a circle. Yeah.
Yes.
So you could really see everybody was in their little station.
Yeah.
So like now that you have that, either you have your phone or you can have the glasses.
That's true. I
And
mean,
you're just basically standing in the middle of the room.
it's the best vantage
Yeah.
point to
Yeah.
see anything that was happening at any given time of that recording. And hopefully no one was picking their nose or anything when the camera was off of them.
Well, this
Love
is
me.
the future. I have to
This
say,
is the future.
this is the future. I actually wholeheartedly believe live, unadulterated, real passion, because it's about honesty now. Everything in music is about positivity, about like bringing people together and not like separating things, but also, so much new music that is so good and ready to be heard,
And that's very much at the heart of what we were just going to say, I think, is what Nashville has to offer too. It's not, I don't necessarily associate it with just the genre of country, but more of that, like, the connectivity of what country music is, and rootsy music and soul music. It's about just the, it's not super fabricated, and it's time for just delivering it with a band, a singer, and press record, and that's what we did. It was really fun.
I really love that sentiment. I really, when I read that, I was so excited, even more excited since I knew
Awesome.
how the music was made.
I'm excited that it's done, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
When did you first finish it?
We started back in August, and we just finished it at the very end of February. We finished recording, and then now we're working on just packaging the rest of these videos up, and it's pretty much we just need to pick out our album artwork now and print it on vinyl.
Okay. Well, two things. One, what's a digital 45? Because I read that it's like a single, but what is that?
So, to kind of supplement the whole throwback vibe, we wanted to release, first of all, because we've been working on this record for almost a year, we wanted to give every song its moment to shine. And I'm not, obviously not Beyonce, so I can't just be like, boom, here's my album, and everybody's gonna listen to every song. You want to give every song its due diligence, and I think that a lot of the pairings go well together, but I also feel like consumers they don't want to be told, this is the song you need to focus on anymore. People are out there, there's a discovering audience, they're listening on Spotify, they want to dictate what song is their favorite, so give them multiple songs at once. If you have it, put it out there.
Right.
And I'm someone who's going to keep making music, and I don't want to be precious with it. I want to let people hear it. It's meant to be heard. And some of the best songs that ended up, like Bohemian Rhapsody, was a B-side of a 45 that they shipped to radio, and that wasn't the focus track, but it ended up being the favorite, and I'm sure that they learned something about themselves as artists because of the way their listeners reacted, and I've been very enlightened to see how people are reacting to the A side or B side as we put these 45s out incrementally. So we're just
Are
giving
they
them more
actual
things at
vinyl?
once.
I guess that was the thing. Is it on the web or is it
It's
ordered
just
on the
digital
web?
right now,
Okay.
but then the LP will be out on vinyl in the fall. It'll be the first time I'm ever putting anything out on vinyl.
Well, I have a question. This is also like sort of an idea, so I'll give it to you if you
Yeah,
have time.
I love it.
Right,
You've heard
you
it
were
here.
thinking of the digital 45, so I have an idea of making a video of a 45 spinning just for the song.
I love it.
And then it could be an actual vinyl that you made, maybe it could be cool, and then just like have it be like really just watching it.
I mean, selfishly, I want to do 45 physical copies of all the 45s too. It's
Yeah.
just that I need someone to pay for that. So now that you've had this idea, you'll go in on it with me.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do a split
Yes,
45,
this
split
is-
7-inch,
yeah.
you know, we'll go ahead.
But it's been kind of cool to see people just ingest the music that way, and maybe we'll get to have multiple 45s out and an LP. So
You'll be like throwing them out, broke another
yeah,
record.
just like frisbees off the stage. Yeah, there you go.
Well, listen, I'd love to hear another one. Would you play Smooth? Or...
Yeah.
Oh
well,
my God.
A little gentler that time.
No, but it did sound. It did it like.
Hopefully it landed on the beat.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It was like cool.
Okay, now, you guys finished your water up
Oh,
because all right. Now, normally we pop bottles with Popdust Prosecco here by Lottie Team. But we decided to go, well, one, being that you guys, I don't want to say the South, but I mean, this is
that's-
Kentucky. It's close.
we're from Jack Daniels land.
I know.
Kentucky is very close, by the way. It's Bourbon Trail is not far. We know from experience. It's
Okay.
very close.
Well, then you guys seem like great. So, like, and the reason why we got this is because the next group on has a song.
I know, I feel bad for.
No, we are endorsing them
Yes.
now, and we're gonna drink more later. So, folks, don't get it twisted. We have a good time behind the scenes too.
Don't get it
Twisted.
Also, Austin made a good point. He's like, it just
Right.
looks awkward if it's not
Here,
open.
I have not drank out of this, so I'll measure out shots. How's
Oh,
that?
good.
You know, listen,
I'd be
I'm-
okay if you had. I think.
I
we'd be
know, I have a heavy hand.
Bonding.
Look, so believe it or not, this is all part of the interview. We don't. No.
This
I
is
mean,
what you
like,
should have done before I answered all the questions. I would have made so much more sense.
Well, you got to get business taken out of the way first. You know what I
Right.
mean? I really enjoy having a good time. You know, kind of talking about the things that a musician would like to talk about that they don't often do. So I mean,
I
like.
can tell that you are a musician as well, based on your questions and your accoutrement of guitars and gear
Oh,
and
yeah.
shakers.
This is the
pair
playground, you know,
pianos.
you come over here. By the way, folks, we do have a baby grand piano. You can't see it in the shot right now. But, so all hands, like whoever likes to play, Elton John, come on down.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say it's like, listen, I have a little mini keyboard so we can get Billy Joel and Elton John at the same time, but it would be, have to switch off. Do you think you could maybe sing with them?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Well then, here's a little toast we're gonna do.
Billy Joel and Elton John.
I don't know
If
if they're
Mike
the
is
first on
watching
your
out
list.
Yeah,
but-
hey, Micah, my keyboard player, is probably like all about that. He's like, let's make that happen. If we could just get
he
Bruce
has
here.
a band where they just do tributes of both.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
both
wild.
guys in one night. They just be like,
Bruce Springsteen on Broadway.
And her bass
He'd be over there right now. He would-
Yeah, and he's that's actually literally down the street.
Right.
too.
Oh, I know. I saw all the people waiting outside on the way here.
All right. Well, listen. Here's a toast to music, to live, to your success, Maggie, and the band.
you.
I'm wishing you much success. So
Well, to
here's the
Popdust,
beginning.
thank you guys for having us and for always sharing our music and giving us a place to come visit when we come through.
Well, listen. It's so glad that you're a She's a legacy, folks.
Legacy.
She is a legacy. You know what that means? You're double. You're good.
Look at them. They
You're
went.
good. You guys, we're chilling down here at
Yeah.
Popdust. Okay.
Popdust.
Again, Popdust, popping lots.
cheers.
You guys already finished yours?
Yeah.
Get it done, serious. No jokes.
We don't mess around with liquor.
Well, listen, I know you guys are.
It's good for my allergies.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Ah, see, I needed that before I sang.
True, but now that was the real thing. We
Well,
don't get
yeah, we do have some shows
yeah,
coming
some
up.
shows coming up.
Yes. So we'll be in Pittsburgh tomorrow at Hard Rock Cafe, and then Lancaster at the Chameleon Club. Then we're coming back here.
Cool.
Yeah.
420
back
at the Chameleon
420
Club.
at the Chameleon
Oh,
Club.
that's gonna be a good time, PA.
Very excited. Back here, Opry City Stage. We're doing Bill Murray's Caddyshack Golf Tournament next weekend. And
What?
Roskaloosa Festival, which is actually also in the same
We're
place.
hoping to play golf with Bill Murray.
Oh, can you? Come on.
Yeah.
It's his
That.
brothers and his charity golf festival.
Yeah.
We did it last year, and Bill Murray's son was in the final four of March
Yeah, his
Madness
son
and
was
Xavier,
on-
so
yeah,
we were
that's
like,
right.
really didn't want Xavier to do well. No offense, Bill Murray, but we didn't want your son to succeed if we wanted you there. But we're going to go back this year, and we'll be out in Chicago at Joe's on
Wow.
Weed, the original Joe's.
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Mhm.
We're going to be on the West Coast quite a bit. We're going back to Napa Valley to do Live on the Vineyard Goes Country, which is the ACMs with Carrie Underwood and Hunter
Oh,
Hayes.
really?
And
Oh, Hunter Hayes, cool.
Yes,
cool.
Hunter
Actually,
Hayes
we
is-
had him on too.
you did. We love him.
Yeah.
He works with us, and
Okay.
we're going to be just out there all summer. So you guys, no matter where you are, we will probably be somewhere near you in the States.
Well, excellent. I wanted to thank you guys. Thank you, Maggie, for being on. I really can't say how much I appreciated you being
Well,
here.
we had a blast. Thank you. And thank you for the shot.
Well, listen, check them out online, buy their music. All right, this has been Popdust Presents and Maggie Rose. Thanks, guys.
Bye.